just a man who don't trust the weather. Waking up like you knew when you knew my name. Check, check, check. Shalom, shalom. Is that all working? Can everybody hear me? Okay. Let us see. Let us see. Oh, wow. I'm really loud. I apologize for that. Yeah. Dugan Bowser here. Ready to serve you up some Gleep Glop Goof Juice. Yeah. Hello. We are back in Seattle after the tour that, yeah, it went well. There's a lot to say about it. You know, I write everything longhand. So the world journals for Patreon and all the updates and everything, that's like a whole digitizing method um that I have to get into, set and setting style of finding a place to type everything up and, do all that. So, but yes, hey, we are back. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's kind of kismet that been working with listening post alpha um since like putting that song out and releasing it, and not intentionally a Lynchian affair, but I appreciate the Lynchian reference. Lynchy. I just want to say that. But hey, Synth, good to see you. John aside, thanks, buddy. Hopefully your C Dubs won sports ball stuff, whatever the sports ball stuff is. Do we even know? I don't know. No, but yeah. Hi, everybody. As you can see, I'm very out of practice for this. It's weird. I had my kind of my music cap on, as it were, for the last 2 weeks. Not only that, we just like got really enveloped in travel and the tour, and I went out there with big plans to, I did film some stuff to be used later for artistic projects, but I went out there thinking like, oh, we were gonna do all these like crazy streams and like from the road, and in the end of the day, it's this like constant tussle I have with myself about what this sort of broadcasting or streaming is. um and it has to be in a place of whenever I feel like it, because otherwise, like, it starts to get into that kind of tandem of double bike riding problems. So yeah, I'm been meaning to keep everyone abreast. I do have a haunt manual chapter coming out. Oh, the Hawks won. There you go. The Dubs won. I mean, good, John. Um, Hopefully you can sleep well tonight, knowing that football team. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad. As a Seattleite, I think that's good news for all of us. But yeah, I there's been this constant struggle bus of not it's not motivation. I have all the motivation in the world to create and stuff, but it's this weird veneer of broadcasting and being public about stuff. It's like it's pulling the fucking hair out of your face to make an Instagram post, you know? Um, so like that kind of struggle every day. And it's funny thinking about that and like, Pragmagic and the podcast and all of these other ventures where, everyone tells you, "Oh, you gotta post, you gotta be consistent, you gotta be updated." And there's like just this kind of Penny Rimbaud kind of aspect to myself that says like, "Oh, fuck all that." Um, yeah. Uh I enjoy it. Like I really do enjoy it when I want to do it, but when I don't, I think art is work. I do. And I think there's a lot of sweating bullets and a lot of like hard labor, that comes with it. But with combustible media like this and the social media and all of that, like if it isn't fun, if it's not funny, and if it isn't fun, then what the fuck is it for? So it's very much a fair weathered affair. Yeah, Synth says it feels similar about streaming these days. And Synth has incredible videos. Yeah, I don't think I've seen you stream in a bit, but I'm all about like kind of like the more intentional produced content. Which if you would have talked to me a year or two ago, I would have been like, wow, I'm really looking to like let go, let loose, and not be so obsessive about you know, art and putting out whatever medium that I'm working in. And like, yeah, live streaming sounds really like freeing, but there's a certain type of character of of gumption that a personality type has that maybe I was just like, you know what? It's fun when I do it, but I am gonna forever be this like inconsistent, elusive piece of shit when it comes to this stuff. So thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I do enjoy it, and I appreciate you being here. And yeah, so my brain is scrambled. We'll do a quick story time. Went to see comedian last night. Someone I've been following for a while. I won't name their name. Not so much that I'm not proud that I'm it's not that I'm not proud that I went and saw them, but what kind of happened last night is I don't know if they need that kind of stink on their stonk, but I'm finding that Mary, we came off of this huge 7 state, road trip in 2 weeks, and Mary had to go work, Mary, my partner. Like, there's people that are watching that haven't watched before. I doubt that. But, she had to go directly back out to Portland for work, and, I've noticed that, it was I think it was October. Yes, it was October. It was October, not last year, but maybe the year before. Uh, Norm Macdonald had just passed away, and there was this huge, memorial for Norm Macdonald in in Seattle, and it was hosted by the proprietor of the I'm Not Norm channel, which if you're a Norm Macdonald fan, you obviously know that channel on YouTube. She's an incredible catalog of all of his fun stuff. Um, but that was the last time I drank whiskey. Was the Norm Macdonald Memorial because it was just sloppy and weird, and I don't know what happens when the girl is gone, but shit gets strange, and like Coyote Keats comes out, and I just like do not give a shit about anything, uh, particularly like even my body or my intake or whatever. So yeah, it- suffice it to say, that was a very you know, that was the last time I drank whiskey. Really, I would say drink whiskey like I used to, but I actually haven't really drank whiskey at all since. And it wasn't a deciding factor in that. That was more of a culmination and everything. But I find it funny that a couple years later, Mary's out of town again for work. Um, and I go see a comedy show. It's like kind of like what I do, I guess, when I'm left to my own devices is I go see comedy. And yeah, got thrown out of the comedy club last night. Didn't drink whiskey. No, 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 sir. I kept to clear liquors last evening. But then ended up hanging out and taking shots of tequila with the comedian who I went and saw kind of directly after, and singing seal songs at the top of our lungs. And I just remember him entering a white SUV that can only be described as a Karen mobile, with a gaggle of like cougar ladies. And if you know the comedian, it's just really funny to me that there's something in comedy with like comedians trying to be like hip hop artists or something. Like they're trying to have the swag and like the coolness. Is like, man, I don't know. I just thought that was hilarious. Like, because there's an undoubtful, you know, uh, barrage of swag that comedians sway now, and I just find that so interesting because I always like comedy because it was built on neuroses. It was built on neuroses and you know, so much self-actualization. It's almost like degradation. But now it's like some weird kind of, I don't know, well thing. Not saying that about the comedian himself. It's just a observation I saw. I'll tell you off stream, John aside. Um, I just don't want to put him on blast. I will say that though, this comedian, absolute gentleman, scholar. Uh, yeah, I think anything else I'll say would give him away. But yeah, we hung out all night last night. Um, got weird in Seattle, and yeah, I just feel that was a perfect bookend. And the reason why I bring up the Norm Macdonald thing was because this was also in October, the Norm Macdonald thing, also when Mary was away, also when I went and had a rambunctious night out. But I've just been extremely reflective, and I think this is part and parcel to the stuff that I've been doing with Haunt Manual and like this hauntology of the self. These like hauntological artifacts of shards of memory or talismans, or like all these things. It's just like so fucking self-referential, and it kind of worries you a bit because you think that when people ponder this much about who they are and where they've come from, where they're at, it's a sort of end of the road sort of musing, you know. It's a end of life kind of regalia. And so yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot too, and the great equalizer. I mean, we just had this beautiful eclipse in the totality of New Mexico, played music, and it felt like a perfect summation of everything that has happened since my big eclipse working in August of 2017. More so that, like, I'm starting to understand how to compartmentalize these things. And the reason why I'm taking this long-winded way around it is saying, like, it felt good to be you know, uh like a meandering musician kind of trapped in the winds and whims and follies of tour life, and to not think of all of these modern applications like social media or streaming or whatnot. And I realized that I really enjoy having it designated. Like, it's not so much about the consistency of putting stuff out weekly or monthly or whatever. I think my consistency lies in this month, I'm focusing on this project. Next month, I'm focusing on the other, you know. And I'd always hoped with Pragmagic that it would be something I peppered, you know, just to kind of it was a learning tool for me. And now Pragmagic has turned into something heavy again in a good way. It's not so much like just interviews for the sake of interviews. They're actually like pretty audiomantic, heavily intentional kind of produced radio hour things. And I'm like, wow, I wish, yeah, it just got me all up in my brain about, you know, how we slice life and how we put things together and what drives us, what moves us. I guess staring at an eclipse will do that to you. But oh hey, we got a chat bot saying they're not a chat bot on Twitch. Am I on Twitch? Really? Oh yeah, I forgot I have a Twitch. Just goes to show how good at this I am. But yeah, John Slide, I will tell you the comedian off air. Really swole guy. I mainly don't name him because I might say things not disparaging or critical of him specifically, but maybe of the evening of things, and I don't need that baggage, man. But anyway, on this trip, not only was it a rollicking uh musical escapade and something that Mary and I have always wanted to do since we started dating, which our anniversary is actually on Halloween. um but it was a heavy familial trip as well. And Mary met my mother for the first time after all the years. I say all the years, that sounds like demeaning, like, why didn't she yet? It's, just the way things roll. Um, but yes, for the years that we've been together, she's never met my birth mother. And we met her, or she met her in Phoenix on the trip. And there's a whole charade of things I can discuss about that, maybe if have a couple more beers or something. But uh why I'm mentioning is my mother, when I was in Phoenix last, like, I lived there for a year in 2012, and I was in the throes of a terrible addiction. I was probably the worst version of me, which is saying a lot if you know me. The worst version of me um, I ever was. And it was after living in San Francisco and Oakland and Portland. And I had gone out there. I had somehow gained a drug addiction, a heavy opiate addiction, um, which, funny enough, was fentanyl back in the day. I say back in the day, this is like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I bring up fentanyl because it's like, it's crazy to me how abundant it is, when back when it was like these patches you would get, and you would, the dealer would like cut off shards of it, and you would just you would do that. That would save you for the day. Well, being my like dumbass, didn't really kind of like have the wherewithal or knowledge or probably care to know that, like, hey, if you stop taking that stuff for as much as you've been taking it, it's gonna suck. um I had a one-way ticket from Oakland to Phoenix for my sister's wedding. And uh yeah, withdrew on the plane, withdrew at the wedding, withdrew all over the place. It was terrible. But anyways, so this is the last time my mother has been around me. I was just in shambles. And before I left Arizona, after I kicked the habit, uh, shed my skin, little Peter Gabriel for you. But before I left Arizona and went back to Portland after much consideration and hospitalization and all that good stuff, um, I didn't have much to my name, like really at all. As a matter of fact, I had a couple of trunks. One trunk had all these family photos or like, maybe a yearbook or something like old personal effects that like why would you want photos of yourself? It's like it was a trunk full of family pictures. I'm like, if my family doesn't want them, I don't necessarily need them. I'm not a very nostalgic person, ironically enough. Sentimental, yes, but maybe. I don't know. Still struggling with that. But anyways, that trunk was burned in a fire by an ex slumlord guy I was living with. Long story short, the other trunk I managed to give to my mom before I left Phoenix all those years ago in 2012. And it has personal effects that I held dear. It wasn't just the pictures and all of that stuff, which I never really cared for. It was cassette tapes of my earliest songs when I was a kid and numerous other weird tchotchkes and totems and, talismans. And when we were out there, uh, Mary meeting my mom, she still had the trunk and she gave it to me. We had a van since we were on tour. We threw it in the van. I haven't opened it. Haven't I only She opened it to show me that she still had it, and all I remember is dust went. See, the thing with Southwestern folks, if you don't know, um, most things live outside. If you don't have the square footage for, you know, your domicile, you just put shit outside. Like washing, dryer, sure. We're talking like storage, like fucking storage in dirt, in the desert dirt. Yeah, we're just keeping those. It's like the trunk of your car. Imagine all the accoutrement in the trunk of your car. Imagine that in the desert dirt for you to pick up whenever you need. That's the Southwest in a nutshell. And this trunk I gave to her. It was kind of it was a healthy looking trunk, nice vintage, like weird trunk I got, from an Irish gypsy back in, I think it was New Orleans. But anyway, this trunk I had looked great when I gave it to my mom. When she gave it to me, all these years later, a couple weeks ago, uh, it was eaten. Oh, like it is a shanda, as they say, as the Yiddish would say. It's a shanda. It's like the desert dirt mites just ripped and ravaged all of it. And my mom was so proud. She kept it for me. And I thought the entire time I was thinking to myself, I was like, did you actually? Or did you just throw it out in the fucking dirt? Because it is just full of fucking dirt and dust, cobwebs, all that good stuff. Anyways, I thought today I would open it up on stream and maybe give some merit to some of the stories I've been saying all these years because I actually have cassette tapes of them. Namely, I think my meeting with Dave Grohl when I was 13 is on a cassette tape in that trunk. We shall see if any of that still even works. All I remember, there's cassette tapes from when I was a kid, my first songs on cassette tape. that I ever wrote, and bones, coyote skull, other bones. You know, nothing's changed. Basically, is what I'm saying. Anyway, hello chat. Sorry for that big preamble. Oswald, if you didn't experience addiction, you might not have discovered. So that's true. Yeah, and no, in no way, shape, or form do. Well, let me. I don't think regret's the right word. In no way, shape, or form do I hinder or abash myself about decisions of the past. It just is. That's just what it is. And yes, you are correct. Stevie, Sayroth. Hey, and speaking, Bobby, speaking of listening post alpha, um, you know, everybody in my life now. That's the thing with addiction. That's the thing with all the shitty choices I made and probably will continue to make. Like I'm very appreciative of where it's taken me. And also, that was a big thing with the eclipse ritual we did, was the one I did under the August 17th, but not August 17th, August 2017 eclipse, the total eclipse. And Oregon was this huge, like, come to Jesus, ironic statement, uh, kind of ritualistic working I did to really burden the tower card in my life because everything needed to change. Yes, I had beat like dark drug addiction, but there was this other lowly ancient hum of unhappiness, of drudgery, of brain chemistry that I would find out later is probably a lot of the basis. But you know what I mean. This last eclipse in New Mexico on October 14th was, we found out on, it was on my friend's land, my friend Logan, his land, and he so we went out to his land, and then we realized, holy shit, we're like not exactly in the totality. We're like miles away from the totality, but because of where his land was. And I remember thinking, there was a sort of like a hush, like, oh shit, it's not in the totality. And then I remember thinking, I don't need the totality anymore. I did the totality in 2017. Let's let some light in. You know what I mean? For this ritual, there's some shit I want to keep. I don't need to burn everything down like I did in 2017. I would like, let some light in. So it all made sense. But yeah. Hey, Renee. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Renee. Yeah. What do you say? Is it true that First Nations people's tradition is to revere eclipses? Huh. That's not like tribe specific? You mean just in general, First Nations peoples? To revere eclipses without observing them. I kind of like that. It's that makes sense to me in the sense that there is something omnipresent and powerful with them, but we don't need to see them. We can feel them, you know. And there was an eclipse last night and a full moon. Those of you that are on the East Coast probably got your eclipse action. And yeah, it's interesting to think about. I probably felt that resonance. Felt that resonance last night for sure. Holy shit, I am fucking part werewolf. I swear to God. Every full moon I turn into a fucking crazy person. Um like it is nuts. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you guys keep chatting here, but I thought it would be fun that I'd give you a little like revel cam on here on my phone, and we can open the old trunk. Actually, if you check it out, I have it all lit up and everything. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, my trunk. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be diving into, folks. Get ready. As you can tell, I have the only carpeted place in our entire domicile happens to be our studio, and I have put a blanket underneath the trunk, because I swear to God, when I open it, there's gonna be like ancient ghosts that go full of dust. Just wait. It's funny. How do I get on up in there? Come on, let me in. There we go. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna get all fancy. Let's do this. Check, check. Okay. Check, check. Getting real fancy here. You can see the graying in my beard. Slowly out. All right. Let me know if you can hear me still. So, yeah, this is our studio. It's completely bare since we were at, the tour. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jonocide. See this? Ah! All right, let's see. Can you still hear me? What? There you go. That's all I need. We'll do this. Neat. Check, check. All right. Now you can hear me. Meta Studio. Look at it. It's yeah. I was gonna say, is it daylight? Yeah, it is daylight. All right. So here's the trunk. Look at this. It was it was old. I wouldn't call it new. I'm gonna turn this mic down. There we go. But yeah, it was old. Wouldn't call it new by any stretch of the imagine. Uh, got a bumper sticker for the Nines, which was a Portland band back when. Threw that on there late in life. Look how busted it is. Oh, what would this lock? What is the point of that? Okay. Ooh. All right. Here, hold on. I have gotta throw this blanket out more. I feel like it's just gonna spill out Arizona dust here. Okay. Well, yeah. See, still a cool trunk. I think it can be salvaged. I think. What are you saying? You seeing the trunk? Yeah. What's that, Oswald? Is it a real green screen or is the wall painted green? I wish the wall was painted green. No, I don't. We thought about painting the wall green, but I like the it's a, you know, green, yeah, it's a green screen. That's a fabric that we use. I wanted to paint the wall green, was like, no, that doesn't give me a lot of options. We can always just take that down if we needed to. Holy shit. Look at that. All right, hold on. We gotta do this right. Maybe I have some old drugs in there. That'd be cool. Just kidding. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, can you see? Does that make sense? I almost feel like it should be static. How do I make that static? I like that most of this is just going to be my face. Yeah, there we go. Does that work? No. What am I doing? I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right. Hopefully, you know what? I'm going to get all anal about it. Hold on one second. Hontocaster for sure. Yeah, that works. How many spiders are in those boots? We shall see. We shall see. These are my old. I used to wear these boots everywhere. Then my feet got too big. Look at these babies. The old caballero. Look at those. Like, are you kidding me? Some fine engineering right there. Some tasty footwork. And it is fucking covered in dust. Yeah, there's probably a ton of spiders in here, man. Probably bringing back the bubonic plague. But yeah, look at that. Oh, my damn feet had to get longer. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful boots. Guess if only I could fit them on the altar. Oh shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. So, this is a skull, obviously. Feline, right? But I put it, this is a fake brain. This is a fake brain that used to be like plastic and malleable. And over the years, I guess it is uh, pretty metaphorically kind of crafted itself around a skull. Yeah, there you go. This is former keyboardist Aunt Whistle from Pink Floyd. There you go. We're gonna put him. Damn. But yeah, this used to be a fake Halloween brain that you'd get at shops. You can hear me, yeah? Hopefully you can. All right. Okay. Now we're cooking from Boots and Bones. Oh my God, CDs. Hey, my alma mater. The Seventh Seal from back when I used to work at Blockbuster in high school. Look at that, the DVD's still in there. All right. Wow. I cared so much about this movie, I stole it from Blockbuster instead of spending money for the Blu-ray, I guess. But there you go. Ingmar Bergman, The Seventh Seal, straight from the abyss of the Blockbuster recesses. Cool, you can hear me. Awesome. Oh, shit. Oh my God, look how. This is my diploma. This is amazing. Do a little sigil. Yeah. Okay, so I do have a diploma. Forgot about that. Hey, another classic. I'm sure Oswald, Genocide, you know all about it. Fantastic Planet. Oh my god. Holy shit. Mary is gonna kill me with how much dust is in here. This is insane. But yeah, Fantastic Planet and the Seventh Seal. Young Keats. It's gonna drive me insane. What the fuck is this? No. Oh shit. Old earrings and charms. Fucking gun charm. Fucking charm. Fucking cherub charm. Is that cherub charm? It's cherub charm. Cherub charm. And my favorite. Sam, is that you? Hey, buddy. Sam. Sam Lamb. Check that one out. I need to put that in my ear quickly. Yeah, it's an old little Mercury. It's got the well, it's all rubbed off on now, but there's you can't really see it, but there's a kind of a bull skull ingrained in there. I know doesn't really focus for shit, but that's crazy. So I bought this from a local Taos lady. This is some of the hardened clay. I don't know if you can see it from the res, and I was talking to Mary like I need a new earring, so we got this one, and it just came up on like a shit ton. It's crazy. I honestly do not remember most of these things. Holy shit. No! No! My favorite score of all time. This is the Kids soundtrack. Folk Implosion samples Silver Apples. It's like it's the best. It's one of the most influential pieces of music for me. Now Daniel Johnston on this, Grave Diggers, like this the Kids horroring film. Brilliant score. And it's broken. Yeah, I'm not going to even waste your time going through all of this shit. Holy Sons, another famous or favorite of mine. A Burnt Disc, Don't Tell Emil Amos. Emil Amos. Yeah. The Mummies. Dude, this is like I didn't even remember I had CDs still. Thought I sold them all. Oh yeah. These you can throw away. This is an old photo I took in high school that is now in a broken and glued to the glass. Actually, I don't know if I took this or my girlfriend Laya did. I think maybe it was Laya. This seems more like her speed. Laya, who was also my bandmate partner in high school. The great photo that I guess I decided to keep with the glass since it's kind of molded onto it. Yeah, this is a travesty. Oh, shit's in here. What the? Oh, of course, Traveling Wilbury, which for some reason is not in there. This wasn't mine. My mom totally threw this in here. Even though I like the Traveling Wilburys just fine. Thank you very much. But that I did not put that in there. Let's be real. Let's be real. Look at that. The Witch's Almanac. Everything's ruined in here. It's gonna drive me nuts. Cause I'm like, hey mom, can you just keep this safe for me? Sure. And I just like threw it in the desert. She did keep it safe, and I am thankful for that. So I just want to say, Mom, I love you. Thank you for keeping all of this together. Witch's Almanac that is completely I don't even know what's on it. Miasma from yesteryear. New directions in psychological research. Parapsychology. Parapsychological. Yeah. I remember these. This is back when I was just like absorbing everything. And I was really fond for old pamphlets. There was a store in Los Angeles that had, it was like a periodical shop in Los Angeles, and they didn't really have hardbacks or paperbacks. It was all about like old, magazines and old books. And yeah, that's definitely where I got these because they would go deep. God, what year is this? Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah, it's in 1990 old. Missing You. It's like, don't share it. What? Francisco? Who the fuck is this? What the hell is this? This is absolutely hilarious. This is to Mora from June of 1987. Obviously, I really felt a kinship to this one. I did actually, through all my like thrift hunting and everything, I would always hold on to the stationery and notes and old photographs that I'd come across. So maybe that's what that is. Otherwise, this is a suitcase for a serial killer. Like honestly, like this is a psychopath's fucking trunk here. Old Keats notes, old songs, song titles. Let's see if any have stayed. Tin Can Vagabond, First a Cough, Tomorrow a Corpse. Oh no, this is for the 2010 album. Is it? Yeah, 2010 Dakota Slim record called God Gonna Get Me Right, but the Devil Gonna Make Me Famous. Yeah, Calico Skirts, Domingo Dominion. Wow, clever. Butterfingers in the Soft Compound, Internal Wranglers, which is a Clinic song. Organ Demo, yeah. Tired Talk, Staggered Walk. Oh, this is going to be brutal. No, there's no way in hell I'm going through this. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Oh, yeah. I wonder if that comes up. You see the Young Haunts. Wow, that's old. Holy shit. You don't know? Oh wait, what did Oswald say? Emil Definitely seems like he'd be offended by fans burning or pirating his music. Yeah, there was a part of me that felt that too when I saw that burnt CD. Granted, this was back in like 2004, 5, 2005, I think. Yeah, 2005, 6, or 7, one of those years. And so he might have liked the publicity back then. Who knows? But yeah, make sure to always stay true to your aesthetic roots. Oh yes. Holy shit. This is the script. Oh no, it's not script. It's just a short story. Uh my old dear friend and someone I lived with in Oakland uh wrote this story about kind of our days in Oakland, and it really was like the Wild West. What's his name? Mickey P. Chesterfield. Yeah, that didn't age well, but he always had plenty of bubble gum is the name of the short story. And yeah, we yep, I am in here as Dakota Slim, and our friend Acid Kid was the other one. These were all nicknames we had for each other, so it wasn't like looking at our, let's see. The three friends hadn't said a word to one another the entire trek, marching along in funerary silence. Three flesh and blood companions passing through an ethereal world of ghosts and shadows. Peeping tomcats and peeperless street lamps. They arrived at the threshold of Meridian Liquor, trying their best not to draw attention to themselves from the lingering figures floating around out front. A two-tone bell chimed 3 times as they entered, one each as they stepped into the store. Pistol Whip, who is the author, Pistol Whip almost didn't register the sound. His ears were far more focused on sirens in the distance, howling at the woodland moon like some rare and terrible breed of coyote. Wow. Ain't bad. Ain't too shabby. No, I'm sure. I'm sure it gets goofy. Can I get a back? All right. So this is old Keats right here. Can I get that bottle of Jack Daniels, please? Dakota pointed to a bottle of maple syrup colored liquid just behind the clerk's head. With one fluid motion, the clerk swooped up the bottle and placed it on the counter, simultaneously punching out a somber melody on the cash register. Once he had finished composing his liquor store sonata, the clerk pointed at the total on the small green monitor of the register with one long, slender talon. Dakota paid, got his change, grabbed the bottle, and turned away from the counter towards his patient companions. Thanks a lot. Dakota's curt gratitude was neither reciprocated nor acknowledged by the clerk, who simply watched the threesome disappear like ghosts into the woodland darkness, the chimes of the Meridian bell trailing after them. Damn. This is like 19-year-old Keats, 20-year-old Keats in literary form. That's funny. I'm going to have to read this later. It actually isn't as cringy as I thought it would be, which is saying a lot. Okay. Oh, shit. That's right. My revivals. That old black magic. My revivals. Yeah. Damn. I am actually really happy to have these. Chinatown, my Chinatown. That's why darkness. That's ooh. Yeah. There's some this is like so old and southern. This is from my grandfather's father, who was a piano player, player, I believe. And there's some like very suspect verbiage in this, which I shan't repeat. But there's some gems in there, but also one of those kind of things you want to bury in the backyard, probably. Road rage, but then you'll be back, evil laughter. Some light reading for the road. Bunch of friends read this in high school, laughed, cried, etc. Golden balls. But then you'll be back. Oh, that's right. This is another friend's manuscript. Also under a pseudonym, so I'm kind of forgetting who. Golden balls, though. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same dude. I don't know. I forget. Damn. We were a bunch of fucking creative little pieces of shit back in the day. Oh, God. Oh, no. No. What is this? Oh, my God. What the fuck? What was this? Was this a jacket? I can't make heads or tails of this shit. It's really nice. Or it was. Damn, yeah, that is like fucking rough. I don't even know what this looks like. But I know I cared about it enough. Yep, definitely cracked some spiders in there, John aside. Look at that. There's some big mama jammas up in there. I'm about to get bit by a fucking, was it graboid fucking Arizona tarantula tremolo. Alex's electronic. Holy shit. Yeah, 5/26. 2008. There's this guy I used to play music with. He was great. We used to go to Amoeba in Los Angeles all the time. Make the drive and go there. And he was one of the first like modular synthesizer guys I ever met. And he would just for hours and hours make these crazy fucking mixes of his own original shit. And I hope it's still, oh my God. Dude, nothing in here, any media that was in here is fucking gone. It's insane. Did it get rained on? Like, what the hell happened? Well, there goes that. I was like, oh, it'd be so fun to sample. So like, look, oh shit, my old fucking Pioneer shirt. Yes, holy shit. But it's all beat to shit. Oh my God. Yeah, this is from the late 1800s. And I used to wear this everywhere. Oh my God. Yeah, it's all ripped up though. A big rip in the back. But damn, that is some fun. It's a fine find. I don't know what's up with the clothes though. I'm a little suspect. Why is there clothes? And a little worried, if I can be completely frank with you. Like, oh, no! Oh shit! I just dropped all the CDs. Ah! 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 Gospel guitar, and that's a Moss right. Joe Mathis model, double neck, but that was one of the inspirations for, I mean, shit, my guitar that I use mainly is a Moss right copy, and it's because of Joe Mathis. Damn. What the fuck is happening? No. What the hell is going on? Oh my God. I basically just inherited ghost artifacts to be buried later because they were pretty much already fucking buried. Yeah. Buck Owens, of course. More Buck Owens, of course. You know, you got to do the Buck Old right. Tennessee Ernie. Oh, my father's album on cassette. I'm gonna save that for him. Oh yeah, ain't no need for cry. Hummingbirds. Dang, there's some good finds in here. Hopefully these still play. But what they were on top of is the big thing that I wanted. God, this is just disgusting. Memories are gross. They're all dusty and flea riddled. Fucking spider. Old camera flash. Oh yeah, and it's still got its lens in there. Hell yeah. But look at that. Oh my god, I'm so happy Mary's not here. She would fucking probably have a heart attack. Oh yeah, I wonder if any of my old albums are in here. I was hoping I still had a. Oh yes, speak of the devil. There it is. The Hymns of Dakota Slim, folks, in CD form. I forgot how good the back was. This was 2000 and fucking 6 or 7, right? Yeah. But yeah, holy shit, it's a full album. And the disc. You can still find it on Bandcamp. But yeah, here's an early printed version of that record. I love that drawing too. This is by the great Ryan Brewer, who actually designed the planchette logo that I still use to this day. Pragmagic. Let's see. All songs written by Keats Ross. Produced and engineered by Dominique Reveneau. Mastered by Mike Grayson. Yeah, crazy. Ryan Brewer. Yeah. Oh my god, I did thanks. I did thanks. No one gives a shit about that stuff anymore. Special thanks. Eric and Deanna, Dominique, Ryan, Mike, Centaur Guitar, Infringement Records, Peggy at Camera Graphics. I don't even know who that is. Matt, friends and family, Lost Chums for material. That's pretty funny. I put Lost Chums for material, and especially PDX. Damn, that's some salty shit. I think Lost Chums for material. Yeah, that's cool. I should put that on the altar. But yeah, I won't bore everybody with getting into the CD stuff. Oh my god. Look at my old Spiritualized record, and it's all crustaceous and dirty. Oh my god. This is a nightmare. This is, in a nutshell, metaphorically, this is what Arizona does to a human. You come out all crystalline and beautiful, enameled, and you come out looking like a rotten tooth. All right. Oh shit, Mark Reed, my old digital media teacher, who was a drummer in my high school band. He was the best. He's still the best. He does a group called Former Friend. People should check them out. But this was an old CD of his, Turmoil of the Rut, and I just love that cover. That's hilarious. But this was what I was really hoping for. I used to wear these shoes fucking everywhere, and they definitely got worse since the last time I saw them. They were black and beautiful, and but these are my old, like straight from the 1940s, two-tone slim shoes. I used to wear these everywhere, and I was so excited because I remembered I put them in here, but they're just fucked now. Yeah. Oh well, say la vie. It really does look like Joker shoes now. Oh yeah. All right, couple more things. This is the big one. This is what I really wanted to get the trunk back for. This holds the library of all of my early handheld tape recorder songs. All of my recordings from when I was a kid. Tapes and tapes of me on an broken acoustic guitar in some bedroom somewhere. Since I was like 9 years old, maybe. And I'm glad that I knew how serious it was, and I taped the cassette holder. Because everything else was fucked. Whoa. Demos, 2001. Demos, 2001. Let's see, what are the titles? 2001, what was I? I was 13. Alcohol with Lauren, Virgo's Theme, Wicked Fixer, The Sea of Living Wine, Belonging, Musket, the dumbest titles ever. The Interview with Dan, Trav and Dave monologue. Oh, shit. Holy shit. I think this is the one. So me and my buddy Dave Rockman used to make prank phone call tapes, but we were clever. I know it's probably sounds cringy and shit, but we would play guitar and sing. It was really fun, and I hoped I still had the tapes, and I do. They're on here under the Trav and Dave monologues. Yeah, Jamming with Laya on here. March 8th, 2002, Vutos. That was a high school band of mine. Yeah. I'm really excited to dive deep into these. Talk about hauntological or hauntomantic, workings. Like, what could be greater than sampling or, kind of repurposing your 13-year-old self into something new and worthwhile? Because isn't that what adulthood should do anyway? In case, it hasn't. Like in my case. Let's see. Oh, it's empty. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, there's like this is the old Abra Santa. Uh that was like my first solo thing outside of Dakota Slim. Um yeah, was Abra Santa. And this is its first album. Violet Vertigo, that was a high school band. That's nuts. Look at my little chicken scratch piece of shit writing when I was a kid. That's fucking nuts. I have there's a song on here called Jarvis Cock Rocker. That's how you know you were playing in the big time. Jarvis Cock Rocker. God damn. I don't know how much of this Hauntomantic stuff is like fucking embarrassing as much as it is like soothing. But it gets pretty fucking embarrassing. Oh, cute. I've got Nirvana, early Foo Fighters, Mudhoney, little mixtape I made when I was like 11. Fall of '02 demos. Yeah. Oh, look how clever I am. When I was like 14, no, 13 or 14. Look at that. Morning dose. Morning. Get it? It's got a U. Get it? Morning dose. God, I want to throw up. I'm such an idiot. This is going to be really fun. There's going to be gems in there. It's going to be absolutely painful, completely brutal, like listening to some of those tapes. But, that's the thing with audiomancy. It's like, it's those thresholds you hit, getting to kind of that elucidation. And I think, maybe I'll go to sleep a couple of nights with my cassette player so I can kill two birds with no stones. Just to trudgingly get through old tapes and hope that my psychic self wakes up, if something good happens. Laya's Violet Vertigo demos. I think I made this for Laya. This is you have to understand, like, I was a 4-track machine when I was younger, and then when I moved in with my father, I got a hold of his old computer that had recording software on it. And at 13, 14, I was like, multi-tracking, like drums and everything. So I've just got like a plethora of really embarrassing music from every age, pretty much. St. Patrick's Day. The fuck? Yeah, Violet Vertigo demos. I gotta send these to Laya. There's probably some fun stuff in there. There we go. My first ever split with myself. It was Abrasanta and Violet Vertigo split. Nothing has changed. I'm forever diddling my own self. Oh my god. The names though, like the titles I gave the albums and shit were so embarrassing. Cinematic Darwin was the name of the Abrasanta record when I was 14. Cinematic Darwin. What the fuck does that even mean? What a fucking dork. Cinematic Darwin. Cinematic fucking Darwin, dude. Alright. Anyways, this was the big part of the unboxing that I was really excited to get to. The rest is just full of nightmares and, god damn. Oh, shit, there is a... And the bottom fell out of this fucking CD thing, so that's all fucked. That's right. Okay, so, good find. Classic Keats cassettes. That's right. This is in high school. I went to high school in like San Clemente area, and we were right in the middle between San Diego and LA. So it was kind of a fucking paradise once, you could get out of where you were going to school, because like we would just be in LA or San Diego all the time. We used to go to Ned's Guitars on Hollywood, just hang out there for hours on end. But anyways, San Diego is also the home of bands like Kill Me Tomorrow, who I would consider him a friend, if not a huge influence. But yeah, Kill Me Tomorrow is just a fantastic band from San Diego. They were part of the Gold Standard Laboratories, which I believe was started by the Mars Volta folks. Not a big Mars Volta fan myself. Appreciate them, but I love the bands they had on their roster for a while. And here's an old film canister, like a, I believe it's a developing tin, and I think this is where I had my oldest totem ever. And in this sock is my spirit animal himself. I know that's not couth to say spirit animal, so forgive me, but I do mean it in kind of a literal sense. This is the first ever coyote skull that was actually bleached and readied by me. And it was this poor little mutt on the side of the road. As a kid, it was like a project with me and a family member. And, yeah, there he is. Traveled all the way over here. Traversed so many years. Yeah. And we celebrate them bones here. That's right. We celebrate them bones. But yeah, I think the rest is just kind of gross. Yeah. Like fabrics, suspenders, crazy shit like that. But I do love this canister. Look at that. Oh my god, my leg's dead. Holy shit. Oh, what up? Oh my god, my legs. Oh shit. I can't feel my leg. I like literally cannot feel my legs below my knee because I've been sitting on them with such eager anticipation. I'm gonna crawl back to. Okay, god damn. Oh. Can we just sit you there? Do I have to sit you all up back again? All right. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot to unpack in there. I love this. CW Chanter is my spirit animal. Well, you know, what did he say? FYI, and in case you're curious, CW Chanter is Oswald's spirit animal. CW missed a treasure trove of material. Oh, come on, John. Don't egg him on. God, such a bully. No, I'm just kidding. No, we love CW. Hope he's doing well. I missed I caught a little bit of the Patreon thing he was doing the other day. But God, I'm sorry, my legs are starting to come alive and it's so painful. It's like a newborn being breached under the hot Arizona sun. Ah! I cannot believe how long I sat on my legs like that. But yeah, this was interesting. I like that I was productive in the sense that I was kind of dreading the nostalgia factor or like the sentimental factor of it, and so parlaying it with a this live stream situation like helps me be deft and erudite and just move along. Don't wallow. Don't think about it too hard. Do not let those memories creep in. Keep moving. That's cool. That's fun. What's that from? Don't think about it. Keep moving. So that was nice. I appreciate it. I basically just you know, unboxed a spider haven in my only carpeted place in our entire flat. It's fucking funny. I'm excited about the clothes if I can find the wherewithal to douse them in fucking kerosene or some shit. There's some old Holy Ghosts all up in that trunk. I probably unlocked some weird juju that I locked away when I got right after a really bad spell. So this is me going, holy fuck, did I just unlock it? But no, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. um, but yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun to listen to these tapes. That's what I'm most stoked about. Look how old and 80s this fucking thing is. Demo tapes. Demo tapes. More like dem old tapes. I'll say, yeah. Lots of tapes. Yeah. I'm glad we did this too with Mary gone, because I'm gonna need at least 2 hours to wash my hands, let alone pack all this stuff up. But yeah, thanks for joining me. It's good to be back. It is good to be back. Um, yeah, I'm just kind of like forever, kind of betwixt a reflective state and like a need to be present, you know. And I felt that on the trip too. Was like I see these magnanimous things happening around me, but I kept like mourning them while they were happening. Like it's this weird sensation, and I'm sure there's a word for it. There's probably a Japanese word for it, but it's like, the subtle kind of mourning of the present in a way. And I think this trunk really encapsulates that, because back then when I was a little shithead in the desert, you know, wearing stupid two-tone shoes from the 1940s and collecting coyote skulls and putting out music, like I really was just a kid that really loved and felt the most present when I was making a shitty song on the edge of a bed in a bedroom on a handheld cassette recorder. So it's good to remember those artifacts, I think. Yeah. And I still feel those still. And I hope you have those too. And I hope you remember what yours is. Because I almost forgot. From one New Mexican kid to another, straight green chili. Were there any highlights to your tour? Yeah, I would say mostly it was there's missives that happen on travel and all of that, especially like physical things too. Just my bones like setting into 70 hours of driving, right? Or like altitude was rough, which is so funny because it's just not something you think about. Um, but like the physical stuff, yeah, those were the missives. But everything else was like they were great. Every show, um, especially watching Mary, I think, perform, and like because we hadn't before. this tour. I've never seen her like, I've never played with her live, like in front of people, but like to see this thing come over her, and it's just like you see like somebody called to something. Like it's like all the fun, hey, ha, just kind of goes away, and they're just like fucking present right into that mode. Um, I think I saw that most at the very last show. It was surprising the first show in Taos or whatever, but the very last show, she was just, it's like, ah, kid, you were made to do this, you know, and that was great. Um, the shows were all good. I think funny though, uh, it started great, and I think they all kind of degraded a little bit for me, for my set anyway. Like for my music, you think you get better, but mine's kind of degraded for some reason. Um, but they were a blast, and yeah, I don't know. After the Long Beach show, Mary and I just drove aimlessly for like 2 hours, looking at Halloween decorations in like Long Beach suburbs. Just driving around, listening to good music, and yeah, it was good. The whole trip was beautiful. It was great. Um, much needed. It was a good like reaffirming of like why we put up with all this shit. But yeah, it's hard to distill moments, which is why like for Patreon I was saying like, hey, I'm putting out the road journal, and like all of my moments are handwritten. And so I had to go to like a cafe on a day off from the tour, and like, where was it? I think it was in Phoenix. Oh, right before Phoenix, like Gallup or so, like New Mexico or something. And like I had to sit there and be like, okay, here's an hour. I'm gonna digitize all of my writing. And I think that's the struggle I'm having now, is like the distillation of those moments. There's so much you want to capture, and there's so much you want to write about, but it's like, save that to when you're done living it. And it's just like this weird paradox of, God, there's so much, I'm backed up with all this writing, but at the same time, like, writing happens kind of in the low key, kind of low transmission. Like it happens when things are kind of set and settled. And yeah, there was a part of me that was like happy I didn't have the time to reflect that hard about shit, because it was just going and going. So yeah, that was good. As you can see, I'm beside myself with a bunch of self masturbatory reflection like about all of that. But yeah, it was great. Um, and I appreciate the question. Thank you, Oswald. Demonstration tapes. I love that. There you go, Sam Lamb. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk? Demonstration tapes. Um. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. I think that was good. Thank you for joining me on this cathartic process. I guess it's, I guess the cathartic process comes later, when I'm under the sheets going, what have I done? I think that's where the real thing. But I do appreciate everybody kind of just behooving me, paying attention to yeah, just a radically self-masturbatory uh exercise such as this. But I guess that's kind of hauntomancy in general. It is like literally ghost masturbation, self-flatulating ghost masturbation. And yeah, it's like a perfect way to spend the creeping midlife crisis, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, thank you all. Um, the great unfurling versus the great unboxing. Yeah. You open a case, it's just fists. You open a chest, it's just fists. So yeah, I feel you. Thank you all so much, and yeah, appreciate you dropping by. I'm surprised you guys hung out for this long. Yeah, it's good to be back. There's so much more to say. I'm gonna put out a thing on Haunt Manual soon, kind of about the first leg and the eclipse. Um, yeah, there's like so much to write about to put there together, but the Haunt Manual will have something soon. Most importantly, the We the Hollow Green Mushroom Project digital mixtape. Fuck around and find out Deuce. Which is a digital mixtape. It'll be on We the Hollow's Bandcamp. That's coming out. It's largely, I've got to give Luxa all credit here. We the Hollowed, Haunts and all of us affiliated, like definitely submitted stuff and everything, but she really burdened that and, got the game rolling on pretty much the entire thing. And it's like, I think the last count was 39 or 40 songs from various weirdos, witches, and Idlewild weirdos. So yeah, that'll come out Halloween on wethehollowed.bandcamp.com. Green Mushroom and We the Hollowed digital mixtape. Fuck around and find out too. It is the sequel, I would say companion more than a sequel to the written zine that they put together, which isn't it's a zine and how like the ethos and everything, how they did it, but it's really a fucking, like, if they were to print it, it'd be a coffee table book of just awesome art and writing and everything. And I feel like that's the same with the mixtape. It's not like tethered as hard as, say, the We the Hollowed audio sigil was, Detritus, where it's not like kind of piecemeal and put, really like just kind of over indulgent with that stuff. It's yeah, it's just like this beautiful smorgasbord potpourri confetti, of different musical with a K kind of meandering. So yeah, check that out. We'll obviously be posting it everywhere. I'll probably let this situation just be here. I won't make this a podcast or anything because what's that for, like an audio podcast about an unboxing? That's pretty funny, actually. Wow, check this out. I can't. I'm just listening to it. So yeah, there's another Prag Magic that's coming. That'll be Haunt Manual, Intertwine. Basically, moving forward, Green Mushroom Project, We the Hollow digital mixtape is the biggest one on the books. Also Halloween. Hope everybody gets spooky and weird. I hope every day is fucking Halloween for you. I hope you don't need a day to be spooky and weird. I hope it happens naturally and it's a reoccurring pleasure, because no one's going to tell me when to Halloween, especially you, Gregorian, But yeah. Yeah, Haunt Manual, Pragma, all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Anyways, thank you all for being around and being yourselves and sticking to it, and more useless meandering banter as I figure out what I'm going to do next. Here we go. Found it!
When we are doing the will of our true self, we are inevitably doing the will of the universe. In magic, these are seen as indistinguishable. That every human soul is in fact one human soul. It is the soul of the universe itself. And as long as you are doing the will of the universe, then it is impossible to do anything wrong.